One of my neighbors stopped me yesterday and said, "You're the person who lives over there, right?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I'd like to compliment you. Your grass is so nice. How did you get it that way?" Well, I talked to her about how I got it that way. Then we looked at her yard and talked about how she could get hers pulled together. We shared, some conversation, exchanged names, and then went on our way. And when I returned home, I stood there and looked at the grass. Now, I often stand there and look at this grass, and I'm so thankful because when I bought the home, there was no grass. It was eaten out. It was all sorts of things. And so I worked on it to make sure it got to where it was today. And I stood there and said, even with the 2 or 3 small patches still growing and coming in, I really, really, really am proud and like this grass. And other people are proud and enjoying this grass as well, even with the 2 or 3 patches. I stood there and said, God, look at our lives. In our lives, even though we are not perfect, in our lives, we have 2 or 3 areas that are patchy, that are not the best. People can still look at us and love us and appreciate us and see the best in us because it's growth, because it's awesome, because it's a little better than before. And so today I say to all of you, are you growing? Are you transforming? Are you just that much better than before? Do you have a few patches still, 2 or 3 areas you're still working on? You're still beautiful. You're still appreciated. God is helping you grow. Don't resist him. Let him water you. Don't resist him. Let him put the sun on you. Let him nurture you. Because even with your 2 or 3 patches, you are still beautiful. You are still appreciated, and you are noticed.